Alright, so here we go. The draft has started. Now, as what I would usually predict, let's see, wait, are they showing? Yes, okay. So I have the Yasuo Insta ban here from Whimsy&Joy, very interesting. This to me signals that that Apocalypse wants to go something like the Syndra, something like the Orianna, which sometimes Yasuo does a lot of trouble for. Of course, Eversio running with Drakur in the mid lane today. Living will be in the jungle, and Akone can awaken the classic Eversio bot lane. So let's see here, we see the Shaco band out here. Although I would find it hard to believe Whimsy&Joy were gonna pop that out. But Shaco Orianna, very strong combination, and we know IHFW favors this champion quite a lot. Let's see here, Ambessa ban as well. So I'm not too sure what's the plan here. The Ambessa ban from Whimsy&Joy is of course against Iglos, unless Living is practicing it in the jungle, which I have no idea, but I will assume not. So very interesting ban. Usually you'd see like something like Darius being banned, you'd see, oh wow, they are really leaving some champs open, right? So Eversio have the own, have the Darius if they want to play to comforts. Whimsy&Joy might be challenging those picks though, so let's see. Oh, Same on a 15 stream streak. Thank you, Same, for supporting the stream so much. I imagine you like our content, so yep, happy to have you here. And there's the Shen ban from Eversio. And we'll see the potential first pick Silas here. Apocalypse has been playing this quite a lot. Oh, they're flexing champions right now. I like the Yone pick on blue side. Of course, taking it away from Drakur. But with Yone being picked up here, this leads to a potential counter pick from Eversio. Something like the Lissandra could come out here from Drakur. It's been a while since he's played it, but it is a possibility. Annie could be another champion as well that Drakur can play here. Not too sure from his champion repertoire. Maybe the Galio as well. I know they played Galio sometimes into the Yone, so I'm sure Eversio are thinking about it. And I imagine the AD carry will be picked up. Alright, it's gonna be Aurora. Fair enough. Aurora, not the best Yone counter, but still a pretty solid one. And we know Drakur has been spamming this champion apparently on another account. Let's see here, next pick up, what will it be? It will be the Naafiri. Wow, okay. Naafiri jungle here for Living, locked in. You can tell it's Living in the jungle, picking up a very different champs than what we are used to seeing in the LCM. Naafiri can take out the Yone pretty much single-handedly. Let's see here. Whimsy&Joy thinking about the Zac at the moment. Although Loki, I think Echo would suit their comp a bit better, but Zac does help set up the Yone somewhat. It could be a bit troubling as Zac does have a bit trouble in the early game, and Naafiri very strong, especially with a roaming mid laner like Aurora. Let's see our last pickup from Whimsy. Probably going to be the Varus or the Caitlyn or a Xayah. Wow, okay. They're thinking about Xayah at the moment. I think Xayah is a bit too mid-range to play into the Aurora, into the Naafiri. I would like something like the Jhin here, perhaps. I think goes really good. Or even something potentially like an AP bot laner to pair well with the Yone. Whimsy&Joy locking in Xayah. This could get troubling. As I said, I think Xayah has a bit of a hard time entering these fights. And there you go, now with the double melee from Whimsy&Joy. Iglos confidently picks up the Darius. We still have the bot lane of Eversio to pick up, and of course we have support and top lane for Whimsy&Joy. We could potentially see something like the Sion ban here. What else? The Gnar ban is already banned, okay, fair enough. If Whimsy&Joy are feeling confident, they could play the Vayne top. Zambiru does like to play it. I like the Malphite ban, especially if Eversio are thinking of that long range AD carry. Overall, Malphite does a really good job at shutting that down. Let's see here. We're still thinking about the next bans here from Whimsy and Joy. And there's the Smolder ban. Fair enough, I think Smolder is a pretty decent ban because Zaya kind of wants Eversio to pick an engage type AD carry, right? Smolder can kind of just say, okay, you pick a disengage ADC, I'm just gonna get my stacks. We're cool with that. Let's see here, last ban for Eversio. Rakan could potentially be a decent threat here, following up with Yon and Zac. The Vayne top is also a pretty good ban as well, I must say. I think it's the only thing left in Zambiru's repertoire that could deal with the Darius. Now maybe I'm a bit held back, but I'm not too sure if Trundle does well into Darius. We know Zambiru has the Sion, has the Trundle as pocket picks. He could pick those up. Mundo as well comes to mind as well, but I'm not too sure he wants to play Mundo into a Darius in the top lane. Let's see here. Whimsy&Joy thinking about the last band here. They need to think hard here. And they denied the Lulu here, potentially for that Jinx Lulu fantasy. I think it's a pretty clever ban overall. Lulu does well to help win the lane and accelerate an AD carry that's already doing well. Let's see here, what do they go with the Nafiri, with the Aurora? I feel like they need some setup. Alistar here comes to mind. He can also deny the Zac if it's never a favorable trade. There's the Zeri. Eversio still thinking about their support, giving Awaken the last pick here. Zeri overall will do well in all this chaos going on, has the ability to dash out of Yon, dash out of the Zac range. I'm not too sure how it goes into the lane with the Zaya, but I imagine Zeri can go neutral in lane with Zaya. We'll see here, Whimsy&Joy picking up the Karma Zaya, potentially to deny the Karma Zeri in the bot lane for Eversio. But the Karma Zaya, not perhaps the best pairing of champions. Still though, Karma very lane dominant and does well to root someone, and then you can follow up with the Zaya. Oh, they're cooking in the top lane here. Already Quinn and Varus hovered for Zambiru against the Darius. Very, very curious here what gets locked in finally. Is it the Varus? I mean, it's looking like it. Oh, there's the Mundo. Last second swap. And it's gonna be the Mundo locked in. So Mundo just kind of wants to stand at range, farm with cleavers and kite Aiglos out here, the Darius, right? Let's see, last pickup for Eversio. What support will it be? He's gonna be against Karma, so Alistar might not be the best here. What would you go into the Karma? Against the Yon, against the Mundo. Is it really a Janna angle? Wow, okay, it's Janna to deny the Zac, but it's also to protect from the Karma. Alright, so there's your draft, guys. Let's see how it goes. Holy. Alright, so Whimsy&Joy are ready. Let's see if Eversio can go, and we'll get straight into talking about this draft. So who do you think won it? The poll has started. Let's see, Eversio. Alright, so the games have started. The poll is up, guys, if you want to vote. Let's see a bit here about the comps and what's going on. So, starting off in the bot lane, I think here it should be... It's a bit hard to say. I think Eversio will just play neutral, just go for the farm, not really try to engage in anything. Janna Zeri have like double disengage in their kits. Of course, they could play aggressively if the opportunity rises, but in this kind of lane, I think they're just happy to go even. The Karma, of course, being slightly better threat than the Janna, but the Zeri being a slightly better threat than the Zaya. I think overall, though, it's going to be a lot of move speed coming out of Iconic on Zeri. He's going to be a hard target to match. And if Yon or Zac don't find him as a pick, I find it very difficult to see how Whimsy&Joy will be able to get a grip onto Iconic. especially having living with Janna, with the knockups, with the knockbacks, with the ult, you know. So yeah, that's what I think about the bot lane situation here. But Whimsy and Joy, of course, they expect the Naafiri to engage the Aurora. They have the Xayah ult, but against Aurora, not really the best kind of ult. Of course, much better against the Naafiri, and you can use the snare from Xayah to kite out Aiglos on the Darius. So there's what can happen there. The Karma Shields as well could come in clutch, denying the reset to Aiglos as well in big team fights. We should see kind of a one-sided top lane setup here for Aiglos. He should be winning into the Dr. Mundo for Zambiru, so expect Zambiru to be a bit weak coming into the mid game and then scaling upwards from there. Mid lane matchups, Aurora for Yone, I expect this to be an Aurora favored matchup, so overall I really like Eversio's draft here, although I would really like it if Whimsy&Joy can get a win. So let's see how it goes, guys, as we hop on into the game. So there it is. This is it. Taking a bit of a while to load in. But all great things take time, as they say. But some great things maybe are taking a bit too long to load in.
Yeah, 5 clear votes here actually for Eversio winning the draft. That's crazy. Maokai open. Haha. Yo, are you playing?
Alright guys, let's have it here. The game is started. Let's give some good luck to Whimsy&Joy. They're gonna need it. But they've done it before, guys. Can they do it again is the question. I wouldn't mind Eversio taking a bit of an L once in a while, but of course they are the best for a reason. Oh, where's the sound? How can we have this glorious game without sound, Jansen? There it is. Alright, here we go. Classic 5-point start here from all sides. Very defensive. No one wants to risk the early game. Everyone kind of happy to start the game off in equal terms. Let's see, Naafiri here, Living should have the faster clear on the Zac. Very interesting to go with the health potion here actually from IHFW. Not too sure as to the idea, maybe he expects to be low around the first clear, doesn't want to get low enough to be invaded or to lose a fight. There's the level 2. Brumba and Mr. Coxmall, as always, very aggressive, and they find the gap there, forcing Awaken Slash. Iconic still level 1 here, but pelting away does a reasonable amount of damage to Brumba. But an excellent play here from the Whimsy&Joy bot lane. It always surprises me how well Whimsy&Joy bot lane play. They almost always have the winning level 2. I don't know how they do it. And there's the recall coming out of Mr. Small. Getting fresh resources here, gets a longsword and goes back to lane. In the early game, even just a longsword could be a lot. You see Eversio's bot lane as well, responding with a push of themselves and recalling. The cull bought by Iconic, indicating that he wants that passive lane, he wants the passive income. Not really looking to be all that flashy. Oh, both junglers here engaging each other. We see Living jumping onto IHFW here. Oh, wins the smite off. IHFW gets the smite on the Scuttle Crab. And Eversio disengage. Apocalypse excellently dodging the Nafiri Q there. You see a small little engage here as 3 members on all sides are fighting, and this gives time for IHFW to go in for the next scuttle. Living really does not want to give this up, but he has to. That's a double scuttle from IHFW, meaning he'll be level 6 on the second clear. Or on the third clear. Into a gank top lane for Iglos. Alright, IHFW woke up. Hello! Hello, IHFW. Nice to see you. Oh, but now he goes back to the second clear here. Both junglers go back to clearing. We're gonna have a lot of delayed actions here from both junglers in terms of who gets the first ganks out. But currently Whimsy&Joy ahead in XP perhaps from jungle, but as you can see, the CS in bot lane getting a bit, you know, perhaps a bit out of hand. See Iconic currently with the 13 CS up. It's more than 2 waves worth. Mr. Small bleeding here, but of course maybe he knows that his pick isn't all that great into Eversio's comp. Brickoon, let's go Raptors, indeed, but not today, buddy. Unless my eyes deceive me. Unless my eyes deceive me. Alright, Brimba and Mr. Small here. It's kind of exchanging blows, but they're falling ever so low on the mana resource. Let's see, IHFW here to potentially make a difference. He skips 2 camps for this. Oh, there's the Karma Q with the slow. Mr. Small trying to find the route. Awaken does not have flash. Lands the Q. There's first blood for Mr. Small. Whimsy&Joy now need to focus on that. Disengages. Living is here. He still has flash. He's gonna try and look for it, but without his ult, his target selection will be a bit rough. Very nicely played here from Whimsy&Joy. Even the escape overall. And now IHFW can go back to clearing. It does mean that Iconic gets free pressure here. Oh, a flash from Drakur as Apocalypse sends it forward. He's gonna be down an ult before any major objective, and it's pretty chunked out, so he'll need to take a reset. Obviously, IHFW is still lurking here after Krugs. But Iconic is sharp as ever, is aware of the potential threat, and just simply ease away. So far so good. Whimsy&Joy in the driving seat, of course. If you look at the goal graph though, 200 up, 300 up, sorry, for Eversio. Oh, Living and IHFW here engaging in a fight. IHFW blows the ult. It's a lot of damage coming out of him, but is it enough? Living kind of bruisering his way through that. And manages to steal the blue. Now can he get more? Certainly looking for more here. Oh, Mr. Small taunting the bear. Both AD carries flash away. There's the trade here. We see both carries using their summoners. Mr. Small still has barrier, but his CS difference is a bit too high here. 24 difference for Iconic. See Eversio here starting off the grubs. They're slowly bleeding out Whimsy&Joy if they don't find the fight. HFW goes in. He doesn't have ult. Drakur ults himself. Brimba gets the kill onto Iglo starting off the fight. And Living now forced to go away. Drakur is on the back line here. Could he find more? Living taking a lot of damage here. Brimba W's forward, and there's Zambiru getting the feats of warfare. It's a 3-4-0 so far. Whimsy&Joy are just winning this. That's a double kill. As Drakur falls. Whimsy. And Mr. Small gets Iconic in the solo play. The cherry on top. The one saving grace that Eversio had going for them. Iconic's CS lead. Now mitigated. We see the gold here. Pretty much equal. Actually, we see Mr. Small is just slightly ahead. And Iglos goes on the offensive here. Can he find more? Gets the shutdown on Zambiru with the ghost. Iglos not happy about that one. Here comes HFW. Gets Iconic, gets Awaken. Oh no. Brimba's running away from Living, but Mr. Small is pelleting him from the backhand. Oh, there's the root from Brimba. And Living now in a bit of trouble. There's another root from Mr. Small, but an excellently placed Tornado from Awaken. Sadly, it's not enough here. And IHFW once again being the core reason why Eversio are not finding their moments here. It's looking a bit rough. Eversio usually find their way out of this one. They managed to claw their way out. But I must say, Whimsy&Joy are looking strong today. Oh no, Mr. Small might have bitten off a bit more than he could chew. There's Drakur with the shutdown. And that's not what Whimsy&Joy want to see. Do they get the dragon? Oh, it's very low. No smite available. But they do get it in the end. Oh, Apocalypse could be in a bit of trouble here. He ults forward, finds Awaken in the solo play. Now gets onto Living. He dashes forward. Gets out, dodges the Q from Drakur. HFW. Oh my god, Apocalypse. What a play. Bobbing and weaving and dodging all over town. HFW with the cherry on top. They're coming in just to help him out further. But Apocalypse looking menacingly here with his Yone. Whimsy. Oi, oi, oi. I mean, although the gold lead is currently, what is it, like 700 up for Whimsy, you just can't count out a team like Eversio. If there's any one thing that can do it, it's them. Iglos being the centerpiece here. Living is around town, but the damage from both these guys should be enough. Zambiru falling very low. He has full stacks on him. Living gets the first kill of the play, and now Iglos is in a bit of trouble. HFW falls, Apocalypse follows. That's a double kill for Living. And now the Drakur is here. Eversio managed to turn a potential gank opportunity into 3 kills for them, coming back into the game, and actually in then some. They're up 1k gold at the moment. Bit overzealous there, perhaps thinking that they can take down Eyeglass in time. Let's see how this game goes. Let's see. Of course, Whimsy&Joy one objective away here from securing the feats for the boots overall. Eversio needs 2 more, and we see Living already on Herald. It's really nice here for Whimsy&Joy, but a couple of miscalculated plays perhaps, and Eversio are back on the horse. Yeah, 3k gold up, believe it or not. And you'd be surprised, you know, you'd be in the game, you're like, ah, but we're 3 kills up, we have a dragon. But no. Oh no, IHFW here in some trouble. Living finds the ult, and IHFW forced to ult himself to run away. Now Apocalypse is here. Living gets caught out, but he dashes away. We see Zambiru teleporting in here. Does this Mundo go where he please? Mr. Coxmon flashes forward. A Conic on the side. A bit of an aggressive play from Whimsy&Joy. It doesn't really turn into much. But does it turn into a dragon after all? Seems like Eversio happily trading dragon for a tier 2 top side and a mid lane turret. Oh, Apocalypse trying to get the turret here. But Drakur in prime position. Flashes forward, the flash for a flash and dodges the ult. Nicely played, Apocalypse. You also get the turret on top. At the very least, equal resources traded with a tower for Whimsy&Joy. We start to see where the gold is going for though. We have a 30 CS lead for Iconic in the bot lane. A 30 CS, well even more actually, a 40 CS lead for Iglos in the top lane. And then a minor CS lead here for the jungle for Living. Not really too much to ask about, but in the mid lane at the very least, We have Apocalypse with a 20 CS lead on Dracor. He will be a very strong Yon for his team going into the next fights. Oh, HFW, you have a freaking plant in front of you. Hit it, man. Really? It's like one of the good ones. Why don't people take flowers? It just gives your whole team XP, AD, or AP. Alright, Living gets onto Apocalypse. I imagine this is what the Nafiri was picked for. To be able to solo this Yon, but no. Apocalypse almost takes him down. It's a good thing Eversio had other members here, or otherwise Living could be in a troubling spot. Iglos goes forward. Mr. Small ults away. And that seems the end of that play. So it's a 1-for-none for Eversio. But there's not really much more to take here, as most of the turrets are down already. A lot of small skirmishes going on right now. Apocalypse might be in the tough spot here. He is forced to E. Goes on to Living. What excellent team play here by Whimsy&Joy. The shutdown going to IHFW here. Living falls on the Nafiri, but no major objective is on the map. Oh, Dracor could be in a bit of trouble. If he goes down, Atakan could be a sure thing for Whimsy&Joy. And has such a high win rate. We see Zambiru teleporting in. A luxury Eversio don't have with Iglos having Flash Ghost. And there's the Atakan started now for Whimsy&Joy. Iconic is on the side. He's not too sure if he could engage on this one. He has the ult, but he also has half health. His flash is down. Apocalypse threatening with the Q3. There it is. Atakan secured by Whimsy&Joy. This objective alone increases your win rate by 7%. And they also have 2 dragons on top. The gold is of course still in favor of Eversio. 3.3k up currently. Let's see, majority of the gold is currently on Iglos. He has 4k out of those 3.3. It's a bit insane on his lane opponent. There's also a... whoa. Well, overall it's just a 1.4k. Well, it's a whole BF sword up for Iconic in the bot lane. But Apocalypse in the mid lane. Wow, holy moly. A full 2k up on Dracor. Let's see who gets this next dragon. It is the objective of choice. Mr. Small on the side, forced to ult as Iglos is running him down. The root lands, but there's no follow-up. Iglos flashes forward as well. So there's no flash on this Darius. And now IHFW follows. Can they get Iglos? The smite goes out. The dragon should be secured by Eversio here. As Whimsy&Joy trying to find the picks. Iconic just chunked half his health bar with an auto from Zambiru. IHFW going in here, finds Awaken, but on the side we see Apocalypse going on to Dracor. Iconic falling low as IHFW continues the onslaught, flashes forward and gets the kill. It's a very skill from Whimsy&Joy, but now they're all low. Iglos ults a single target. Mr. Small against the world here, draws the E, and Dracor goes down. Iglos next to follow, and down he goes. Whimsy&Joy still fighting though, as we see IHFW here tanking through Living and Awaken's damage. This Zac champion is just too much. We see Living gets the end of it though. And so far we're in a 3-4-2. Zambiru gets the 4th kill. And now Living trying desperately to run away. Is it enough? He falls low. And he's able to escape. That's a 4-4-2 play for Whimsy&Joy. The dragon of course going over to Eversio. But critically here, Mr. Small getting the mid lane turret alone. Getting the gold. Eversio are not enjoying this one. Despite having good gold leads here, their team fights leave room to be desired despite having the overall better comp. According to the stream, at least. Oi, oi, oi. Whimsy&Joy. I mean, they turn it up when it comes to Eversio. It's just the confidence, the arrogance. It all comes together in a nicely filed package. More teams need to learn from them, honestly. Maybe not the over... well, let's not call it over if they're doing well, right? But to be fair, at least if you're gonna be for fun talker, you might as well be good, right? Let's see here, Awaken potentially in some trouble. Oh no, Mr. Small gets the root. Apocalypse dashes forward. Brimba gets the kill with the redemption. Wow. Awaken not usually the one to be caught in such spirits, but seems like Eversio have a bit of hard time when they're falling behind in the fights here. Apocalypse just toying with Eversio, really. He's been caught multiple times this game, but just bobs and weaves away and gets the kill. He's only down 2 deaths for the amount of times he's gotten caught out. It's a bit insane. Let's see here. Living could find Brimba. Brimba in a very dangerous spot. The flash is used. Dodging the upper hand from Iglos. This next fight could be detrimental to the game. Baron is soon to be spawning. Living just dashes on out of there. Zambiru gets the blast plant and he pops the ult a bit early, and now we see Drakur coming in with the ult. IHFW will not go down on that one. Apocalypse flashes forward, finds Drakur, finds a lot of damage on him. There's the kill. And this is a 4-for-5 play at the moment. We see Eversio still want to play it though. Iconic dashes in, he gets the ult off, and now Brimba disengaging. Gets the Karma shields on his team. And everyone just falls down out. Very nicely played. Whimsy&Joy get the single kill and then disengage on Eversio's engage. The Baron is up here, and I'm curious to see if anyone wants to contest it. Oh, HFW could potentially find Living here. He gets the smite off once again, winning the smite battle. It all comes down to the Krug. Oh, a big aggressive play here from IHFW Apocalypse. The ult used from both junglers. And that's the end of that play. Both sides seem very anxious to me. They kind of want to find plays, really desperately trying to find these plays. Forcing ults, not really sure whether to go in, whether to go out. They're very confused. This is the kinds of games that can get messy, guys. In fact, we see a very desperate Baron play in here, in my opinion. It's at 7k health. There's the teleport from Drakur, it's at 5k health. Could this be the moment that Whimsy&Joy throw it all away? Apocalypse is at half health. And Eversio are here to respond. Drakur gets the ult off onto 3 members. He's the first to fall. But Brimba following. Iconic gets the first 2 picks. There's Awaken's ult used. As IHFW has nothing else to contest with. Iconic just pelleting away. Oh no, it's a 4-for-none. Well, it's a 4-for-1. But yeah, Eversio are winning this one, and they can't take the Baron on top. I'm not too sure. I can well, I mean, I can empathize with Whimsy&Joy, right? It gets a bit nerve-wracking playing against Eversio, perhaps. They were doing so well, but it all got to their heads. And now the Baron is taken. So this dragon is started by Whimsy&Joy. Very interesting choice, despite Eversio having the Baron. They have the better overall statistics. Apocalypse Q3 is in. The dragon falling very low. But IHFW comes in again for the smite. And Iglos gets the first kill onto Apocalypse. He's gonna have those resets. It's a complete wipeout from Eversio, guys. Not even a single kill here picked up from Whimsy&Joy, despite them getting the dragon. The Baron stats are just too much. Do Eversio end this, the question? They have 30 seconds to do so. I'm curious. That's what it's looking like. Drakur was even going to go push the bot side, but he's now coming down the mid lane. This might be it, guys. A very sort of anti-climatic fight into a mid lane push. Nice and easy. You got to respect it. And there it is, guys. Double turrets. And there's the Nexus. And Eversio get the win. It looked really good for Whimsy&Joy, but not this day, guys. Eversio. Was a close match for anyone joining recently. Eversio almost lost this one. Well, should we say Whimsy&Joy almost won this one. Perhaps a bit too proactive of a Baron led to the downfall in this game, but yep. Just gotta keep it easy, you know, stay relaxed against Eversio and try our best. It was going quite well, despite the goal difference. Alright, we should have Iglos coming soon, guys. Stay tuned.
Hello.
Hello, Iglos. Welcome to the interview.
Got stuck in the review.
It's alright, it's alright. You got the Twitch votes for MVP. How are you feeling after a match like this?
I think this time I deserve it, to be honest.
Nice.
Last time it was a bit of a meme. But unlucky pick'ems, guys.
Yep. You had a really nice sort of play in the top side. I mean, Living came, but realistically, I think you had them if it was just the 2-on-1. I don't know what. How do you feel playing against Whimsy&Joy? They looked very strong, but you were always ahead in gold. CS shutdowns and everything, despite the KDA, actually.
I mean, we kind of messed up the early game a lot. But again, I'm not sure why Darius is open. If they went Varus top, I would have understood. It's a really bad matchup for me. There's nothing I can do, and he basically one-shots me from level 4 onwards, so that I would have understood it. I thought I got baited, but then he locked in the Mundo. So I was like, okay.
Free lane.
GG's, guys.
Yeah, is that. Yeah, it's what it is. Apocalypse, I think, had a pretty good game. He had some scary moments, but in the end, the combined efforts, the teamwork, the fast sort of how you say, shot calling came out. You had the Atakan, well played Whimsy&Joy, but then the Baron. What any comments about that Baron?
I think it was a decent flip. They just had to get off it faster. They kited it for too long, I think.
Well, until next time, Whimsy&Joy. They had me out there. I thought maybe you guys are messing with me, but nope. Okay, so Eversio come through. Mick, you done good. Ashmik was watching you guys as always. So yeah, well played. Good luck for quarterfinals, Eversio, or should I say anyone that comes up against Eversio. Good luck to those guys. But yeah, looking solid as always. Hopefully we'll get Barsal back in the lineup. Or
Yes, and finally we'll have a game with the full lineup,
Yes.
proper lineup.
Thank you, Drakur, for subbing in. Well,
Yes.
I think that's really all I have to say for you, Iglos. Well done. Nice played as well. You deserve the MVP for sure. I liked Iconic as well, but he had that one solo play in the bot lane, Jiviri, and people were like, no.
Iconic was a slow burn this game. He just
Slow
needed to warm up, I think.
Yes. But then later on, he came up. Yep. Any shout outs maybe before we end the interview?
I mean, I'm excited for quarterfinals. I think the best of three fearless will force some teams to play different, which would be interesting to see. Then
Yep.
onwards from there.
Mela, so like a jungle incoming. Alright, thank you, Aglas. Have a good night.
Bye bye. Good night.
Hasta la vista.